Hello grade 7. For this video, you're going to learn about the significant figures. For the objective of this video lesson, you will be able to determine the number of significant figures in a given number or measurement. So ano nga ba pag sinabing significant figures? What are significant figures? Significant figures are sometimes called significant digits. Okay, parehas lang po yung dalawa. The number of digits used to express a measured or calculated quantity is what we call the significant figures. They are the digits which give us useful information about the accuracy of a measurement. So pag sinabi po nating significant figures, it talks about how accurate a measuring instrument or a measurement is. Okay? So, let me give you an example. Halimbawa, meron po tayo ditong pencil and we're going to measure this pencil using this ruler in centimeters. Okay? So, ano nga ba yung kahalagahan ng significant figures? Halimbawa, meron pong 3 estudyante. So, sinukat po nila tong pencil at ito yung kanilang mga nakuhang measurement. According to student A, the pencil is 17 centimeters long. According to student B, it's 16.85 centimeters long. While student C says it's 16.8475 10,000 centimeter long. Okay? So, alin po kaya dito sa 3 students sa to or sino sa 3 students sa to may pinaka-accurate na measurement? So, accurate, ibig sabihin yung pinakatama, pinakamalapit na measurement. Okay? So, pag sinabi po natin significant figures po, it depends syempre on the capacity or yung kakayahan po ng ating measuring instrument. So, ang meron po tayo dito ay ruler na as you can see, it is divided into centimeters and per centimeter, it is then divided into 10. Okay? 1/10 actually. Okay? So, we have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and so on dito. Meaning, it can measure accurately up to the 10th place. Okay? So, kaya po niya hanggang 10th place. And when we say significant digits or figures, meron po tayong additional na isang estimated digit or yung hula lang or tansya. Okay? So, halimbawa po, ayan, yung ating pong measurement. So, as you can see, si student A, sakto yung binigay niya. Okay? So, dito lang siya nag-rely sa ating mga whole numbers. So, ang binigay po niya ay 17. But if you're going to zoom this out, so kung kaya po natin i-zoom, so, it can be student B or student C. Pero, look at the decimal numbers po or decimal digits po of their measurement. So, dalawa lang kay student B, 0.85. Well, kay student C ay 0.8475. Okay? So, kumbaga, si student B, isang digit lang yung kanyang tinansya, pero si student C, 3. And this one is not so realistic. Okay? So, kung mahahati natin yung ganyong kaliit na centimeter into 10,000, pwede, pero napakaliit na po niya. So, this is somehow unrealistic na. Okay? So, dun po tayo ngayon pupunta sa, or ito yung atin pong pipiliin yung measurement ni student B. Kasi isang digit lang yung kanyang in-estimate, which is yung last digit. Okay? So, ito yung pinakamalapit pong measurement, 16.85 centimeter. So, siya po ang si student B ang may pinaka-accurate na measurement. Okay? So, yun po yung kahalagahan ng significant figures. Especially, siya po ay ginagamit sa measurement or in science. So, mas madalas po natin siyang ma-encounter sa science. Okay? So, paano nga ba natin malalaman ngayon kung ilan ang significant figures sa mga numbers? Okay? So, meron po tayong mga rules na ating ipa-follow or susundin para po mabilang natin kung ilan ang significant figures. But before that, let us first learn the different terms, okay, which are related to significant figures or how we call the digits. Ano po? So, may mga tawag pala sa mga to, yung based on their position. First po is, these numbers, they are the non-zero digits. Okay, non-zero meaning hindi po sila zero. So, yung mga non-zero digits po natin ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, 1 to 9 po ay non-zero digits. Ito pong mga zero sa unahan. So, as you can see, yung number po natin is a number less than 1. Siya po ay 0 point something, meaning siya ay mas maliit pa po sa 1. Yung mga zeros po sa umpisa ng number, ang tawag po sa kanila ay leading zeros. So, leading, pag sinabing leading po, nangunguna, di ba? Nasa unahan. Ano po? So, yung mga leading zeros po, ay yung zeros na nasa unahan ng number when the number is less than 1. Okay? And then, ito naman pong zeros na to, na kung mapapansin nyo, ay napaggigitnaan ng non-zero digits, ang tawag po sa kanila ay in-between zeros. Okay? So, in-between zeros meaning they are between non-zero digits. And lastly, yung zero po sa huli or sa dulo ng number, ang tawag po sa kanila ay trailing zeros. Okay? So, tatandaan nyo po yung mga terms na yan kasi yan po yung mga babanggitin sa rules mamaya. Okay? So, again, we have the non-zero digits, yung 1 to 9. And then, yung tatlong klase ng zeros, we have the leading zeros, yung nasa unahan po, leading po. And then, yung nasa pagitan ng mga non-zero digits ay yung in-between zeros. And then, yun pong zero na nasa dulo ng number ay trailing zeros. Okay? Here are the rules for counting significant figures. Rule number 1, all non-zero digits are significant. So, tatandaan po, lahat ng non-zero digits, which mean yung 1 to 9 po, they are all significant. So, if we have these numbers, for example, 1.234 or 1 and 234 thousandths gram has 4 significant figures. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, apat na non-zero digits, meaning it has 4 significant figures. Next is 1.2 or 1 and 2 tenths gram. Okay, it has 2 significant figures because it has 2 non-zero digits. So, yun lang po. Ganun lang po kasimple ang ating rule number 1. Rule number 2. So, zeros naman ang pag-uusapan natin. Zeros between the non-zero digits are significant. Ito po yung mga in-between zeros natin kanina. Okay, yung nasa pagitan ng non-zero. Again, in-between zeros are significant. Meaning, bibilangin po natin siya or isasama natin siya sa bilang along with the non-zero digits. Okay? For example, if we have here 1,002 kilograms, this number or measurement has 4 significant figures. Okay? So, yung 1 and 2, dahil sila ay non-zero, significant po yan. And since yung dalawang zero ay nasa gitna po, noong dalawa po nating non-zero digits, ibig sabihin, sila din po ay significant. So, 4 significant figures. Next is 3 and 700ths or 3.07. So, yung 3 and 7, automatic, they are significant. And 0, since nasa gitna po siya ng 3 and 7, significant na rin po siya. So, this number or measurement, 3.07 milliliters, has 3 significant figures. Again, yung mga in-between zeros po natin ay significant. Rule number 3. Leading zeros. Ito naman po yung mga zeros sa unahan ng number, okay? Leading zeros to the left of the first non-zero digits are not significant. Take note of that. Not significant po, okay? Such zeros merely indicate the position of the decimal point. So, yung mga leading zeros po pala ay hindi significant. hindi po natin bibilangin. Example, 0.001 or 1,000 milligrams has only one significant figure. Okay, so ang atin lang pong ika-count po as significant is yung non-zero digit na 1. Okay, yung leading zeros ay hindi po kasama. Next example, 0.012 grams or 12,000 gram has two significant figures. So, yung two significant figures na yun ay itong dalawa po nating non-zero digits. So, yung 1 tsaka yung 2. So, yung 0 sa unahan, again, leading zeros are not significant. Rule number 4. So, yung trailing zeros naman po, yung mga nasa dulo ng number. Okay? Trailing zeros that are also to the right of the decimal point. So, dapat nasa kanan ng decimal point in a number are significant. Okay? So, kapag po nasa kanan ng decimal point yung trailing zeros o yung zeros sa dulo, kasama po siya sa bibilangin natin na significant. Examples, 230 10,000. Okay, so ito pong number na to. So, this number, 0.0230 milliliters, has three significant figures. So, ano po yung tatlong yon? Of course, yung non-zero natin. So, dalawa na yan. And then, sabi nga dito, trailing zeros to the right. Ito yung decimal point natin. At ito yung right side niya. Ang trailing zeros po, yung nasa dulo, is itong digit na to. Yung zero na nasa huli. So, meaning, it is also significant. Therefore, it has 1, 2, 3, 3 significant figures. Another example, we have 0.20 hundredths. Okay? So, since yung 0 po dito sa dulo ay nasa kanan ulit ng decimal, therefore, we consider it as significant. And syempre, yung non-zero, significant din yan. All in all, we have 1, 2, 2 significant figures. Okay? Again, trailing zeros are significant if they are to the right. Okay? To the right of the decimal point. Tatandaan po. This is the last rule po, okay? When a number ends in zeros that are to the left of the decimal point, so nasa left po ng decimal point, these zeros are only significant when the number is written with a decimal point. Okay? So kung may nakikita kayong decimal point dun sa number at ang dulo po niya ay 0, significant po yun. Okay? For example, 190 miles has two significant figures. Bakit po 2 lang siya? So, yung dalawang yun na tinutukoy, syempre, yung non-zero natin, yung 1 at yung 9. So, yung 0 po dito ay hindi natin masabi na significant kasi wala po siyang decimal point sa dulo. Okay? So, hindi po natin alam if this 190 miles is exactly 190 miles. So, pag may decimal point po yan, ibig sabihin, eksakto po siya. So, maaaring ito ay naka-round off lang po siya. Okay? So, therefore, titingnan nyo lang po kung may decimal point. Kapag meron, ika-count nyo yung 0. Kapag wala, hindi nyo ika-count yung 0. Another example. We have here 50,600 calories. So, it has 3 significant figures. So, saan ang galing yung tatlong yon? Siyempre, yung 5 at 6 significant. Okay? So, wala ulit decimal point. Ibig sabihin, yung dalawang 0 sa dulo ay hindi significant. And again, yung 0 na nasa pagitan ng dalawang non-zero ay always significant. Okay? Therefore, 1, 2, and 3. Tatlong significant figures. Next. 1,500 kilometers has 4 significant figures. So, as you can see, may decimal point po dun sa dulo. Meaning, siya ay eksakto. Okay? So, this indicates that the measurement is exactly 1,500 kilometers. Okay? So, meaning, we are going to count the 2 zeros at the end. Yung dalawa nating trailing zeros. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 significant figures. And last example, 30 kilograms has 2 significant figures. Again, meron po tayong decimal point which indicates that the measurement is exact or accurate rather. Okay, so it is accurately 30 kilograms. So, we are going to count yung trailing zero natin, tsaka yung non-zero. All in all, we have 2 significant figures. Tandaan po ha, kapag po may decimal point, bibilangin nyo yung trailing zeros. Kapag walang decimal point, hindi nyo po bibilangin ang trailing zeros. Let's practice what you have learned. Determine the number of significant figures in the following numbers. Number 1, we have 501,248. So, syempre, bibilangin na agad natin yung mga non-zero digits because all non-zero digits are significant. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then yung zero na to, since this zero is between 5 and 1, which are non-zero, meaning it is significant. So, all in all, we have 6 significant figures. Okay? Next, we have 0.0000471. So, as you can see, meron tayong mga leading zeros at non-zero digit. Of course, the non-zero digits are always significant. And then yung leading zeros. Again, leading zeros are not significant. Ibig sabihin, hindi po natin bibilangin itong 5 zeros na nasa unahan because they are not significant. Meaning, we only have 3 significant figures in this number. Next, number 3, 4.0980. Okay? So, as you can see, meron po tayong non-zero, may in-between, meron tayong trailing. Of course, yung non-zero ay counted na natin as significant. Yung in-between zeros ay significant din. And again, trailing zeros. Trailing zeros to the right of decimal point are significant. Okay, so, bibilangin din natin siya. All in all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant digits. Number 4, we have 26 million. So, as you can see, we have 6 trailing zeros here. Okay? So, since trailing zeros ang pinag-uusapan po natin, titingnan nyo kung may decimal point. So, wala po siyang decimal point dito sa dulo, meaning these trailing zeros are not significant. So, ang atin lang bibilangin ay yung 2 at yung 6, which means we have 2 significant figures. Last example, number 5, we have 1,800. Since we have a decimal point here, meaning the trailing zeros here are significant. Okay, we are going to count them. So, let's count the non-zero. We have 1, 8, and then the 2 trailing zeros, we have 4 significant figures. Okay? Ayan. So, ganyan po bilangin ang significant figures. Again, please remember the 5 different rules na tinuro ko po. Okay? If you still have questions, don't hesitate to message me. Thank you for listening and see you on the next video.